You may have come across the story of Little Suck-a-Thumb, a dark fairy tale of German origin, about a little boy who won't stop sucking his thumb when his mother tells him to, and is punished by having it cut off by the terrifying Scissor Man. The idea of mutilating a child just because they're engaging in a behavior that annoys their parents rightfully horrifies modern readers. And yet, many cat parents think nothing of taking such drastic action against their fur babies when they catch them scratching up the furniture. In this video, we're going to look at declawing, a practice that has been outlawed in 42 countries around the world, including the UK, Australia, and New Zealand, but is still legal in many US states. We're going to discuss what it is, the negative effects it can have on your cat, and the ethical alternatives that cat parents can use to prevent their kitties from damaging their furnishings. But before we dive in, why not subscribe for more advice on how to care for your kitty? What is declawing? To understand declawing, you first have to understand claws. Your cat's claws are, of course, the pointy bits that come out of your cat's feet when they're mad, playful, on a hunt, or just in the mood to scratch something. We're guessing you already knew that. They're made of a tough substance called keratin, the same material that your hair and fingernails are made of. Because of this, many people make the mistake of thinking that claws are just the feline equivalent of fingernails, and that declawing your cat is no different to a human getting their fingernails cut. Nothing could be further from the truth. Although your kitty's claws are made of the same stuff as fingernails, they're not connected to their paws in the same way your nails are to your hands. Human fingernails are comprised of a nail plate, which is the bit you probably think of as your fingernail, the nail bed, which is the skin underneath the nail, and the nail root. You can see the tip of the nail root as a whitish crescent at the base of your nail, but it actually extends several millimeters beneath the skin. Your nail is attached to your finger by the nail bed and nail root. If you've ever torn a nail and had part of it come away from the nail bed, you'll know that it's super painful and can even bleed. Even if your kitty's claws were just like human fingernails, pulling them out would still be a horrible thing to do. But your cat's claws are actually way more firmly attached. Rather than being connected to the skin or even beneath it, they're directly joined onto the bone. As such, cutting off a claw involves amputating, either fully or partially, a part of the paw called the distal phalange. In humans, our distal phalanges make up our fingers and little toes down to the first knuckle and practically the whole of our big toes. How does declawing affect your cat? To answer this question, first try taking a walk barefoot with your big toe lifted off the floor. Uncomfortable, right? Maybe you even fell over if you don't have good balance. Walking without all your toes is hard enough for a human, but it's even worse for a cat. Humans are plantigrade, meaning that we walk on the soles of our feet. If you need help remembering, you can think of it as walking with our feet planted on the ground. Cats, on the other hand, are digitigrade, meaning that they walk around all day on their toes. The part of your cat's leg that you're probably used to thinking of as the ankle is actually the sole of the foot. Declawing means that your cat will probably have pain and difficulty walking for the rest of their life. With the end of the toe gone, they may limp or walk with a noticeably different gait. Unfortunately, this isn't just an inconvenience for your furry friend. Studies show that declawed cats are more likely to develop back problems long-term because the change in how they walk leads to strain on their back muscles. They also can't use their claws to protect themselves anymore. You might think that this doesn't matter if your kitty is indoor only, but nobody can be 100% certain what the future holds. No claws means that if your cat ever accidentally escapes and runs into trouble, or if they ever end up in a house with other cats who do have claws, they are at a serious disadvantage. And have you ever seen your kitty get their claws out during a big stretch? They're not just stretching their feet when they do that, they're also stretching their back and shoulder muscles. Without claws, these other muscles are likely to develop problems. Declawed cats will often develop arthritis in their backs and shoulders as a result. All that is if the operation goes as planned. If it's done badly, your cat can have the added issues of bone shards being left in the wound or infected abscesses. How does declawing your cat affect you? Declawing is fundamentally a human solution to a human problem. Your kitty doesn't see any problem with the furniture getting scratched up after all, but that doesn't mean that declawing a cat will make them any easier to keep as a house pet. Have you ever heard the saying, when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail? When you remove your cat's claws, all they have left is their teeth, making them unable to scratch and more likely to bite. You might think that declawing your cat will at least keep your furniture protected, but it may just end up getting ruined in a different way. Post-surgery, your cat may find that standing and digging in kitty litter irritates their sore feet. Many declawed cats stop using the litter box after their operation, and some never feel comfortable using it again. If the litter box is no longer an option, then your couch cushions may end up paying the price. What should you do instead? Declawing your cat is not only cruel, it's also unnecessary. There are plenty of other ways to keep your furry friend off the furniture. First of all, you have to understand that scratching is a natural feline behavior. Cats scratch to stretch their muscles, sharpen their claws, and spread their scent around your home. The trick to keeping them from wrecking the place in the process is to give them a safe, appropriate place to scratch, such as a scratching post. Your kitty may not take to their new post immediately, however. Cats scratch places that they consider to be part of their territory, so a new item in the home might get ignored simply because they don't think of it as theirs yet. To fix this, try draping your kitty's favorite blanket or one of your old t-shirts over the top of it. This will give the scratching post a familiar scent, either yours or your cat's, and will make your cat more likely to scent mark it. While you're working to make your cat's new scratching post more appealing, you should also try to make your furniture less appealing. One of the easiest ways to do this is to spray it with an unpleasant scent so that your cat will naturally avoid it. Don't worry. This doesn't mean you're going to be holding your nose around your dining chairs from now on. Cats have different noses to humans and find different scents appealing or unappealing. For example, citrus scents, like lemon or orange, are perfectly pleasant to humans, but utterly disgusting to our feline friends. Spray some around your table legs, and your kitty will refuse to go near them. If you also don't like citrus, rosemary will also work. Just make sure you buy sprays that are designed specifically to be cat-safe. If your cat can't stop scratching the furnishings, however, or if they have a tendency to scratch at people or other pets in the home, then you might need a more active solution. Nail caps are plastic covers that go over your kitty's claws, blunting them. They usually last 6 to 8 weeks before needing to be reapplied, and don't prevent your cat's claws from retracting or interfere with normal claw growth. As a result, they're a popular solution for cat parents who are at their wits' end trying to deal with their kitty's scratching, but who don't want to resort to declawing. As a bonus, claw caps come in a range of colors, making it look as if your cat is wearing bright nail polish. Now you've learned how to stop your cat from scratching. Why not check out this video on how to get your cat to sleep with you at night for more tips on cat training and behavior?